Hey guys, we here at Sawback Gear want everyone to be able to go outside, but in order for that to work, we got to take better care of these places. So in this video, we're going to show you the 5 best ways that you can take better care of the outdoors. Hey guys, Philip Long here for Sawback Gear. Listen, we love camping, backpacking, rock climbing, and mountaineering. So if that's you too, stick around and subscribe because we've got videos coming out every week. They're gonna help you have a fun and safe time in the outdoors. Okay guys, so here's the thing. The outdoors is a great place. We love being there. We love camping and backpacking and rock climbing and mountaineering. But as more and more people go into the outdoors too, a lot of these places are starting to get a little bit overrun. And there are people who are going out here there who may not have enough education as to how better to take care of the places that we love and that I know you love too. So we're gonna just introduce to you 5 best ways that we found work really, really well in making sure that we have as little impact as possible when we go outside. So the first one, and this may seem like not a big deal, but it really is. When you're hiking on a trail anywhere, be it at a local state park or in a national park or any kind of outdoor place, and there's a designated trail, stick to the trail. Don't cut the switchbacks. I know a lot of times it's really tempting when you're coming down, especially, and you're exhausted and you just want to get home, and hey, that switchback turns around in another 30 yards, and if I just went down this place, it'd be a little bit quicker. Here's a couple of reasons why not to do that. The biggest reason is because of erosion. Now, erosion can be a really bad thing for a couple of reasons. First of all, you can get rid of the brush that's there or the plants that are there. You can harm small seedlings that are just starting to grow. But the erosion can also cause rocks to fall. And then someone has got to come back in there and reestablish that trail and reestablish that area. The rangers do a great job of taking care of our outdoors, and there's an army of volunteers who like to take care of these places too, but it takes a lot of manpower. So please don't cut the switchbacks. I know it's tempting, please don't. Another thing too, as far as cutting switchbacks, you run the risk of falling, you run the risk of causing a rock fall that might hit somebody on the way down, lower down the switchbacks. There's a whole lot of reasons not to cut the switchback, so we just say don't. So the next point, and almost in conjunction with the last one, stay on the trail. And the reason you're gonna stay on the trail is because it's already been established. A lot of these trails started out maybe as a animal hunting path, and the animals cause these trails, or a lot of times they've just been established over the years. These areas have already been set aside as a way to get in and out of the areas that we're exploring. So when we go off trail, and especially in a meadow, we run the risk of really damaging that meadow or those different areas in a way that may be irreparable or may take dozens of years in some cases to reestablish itself. And again, along those lines, when you're camping, pick what's known as a durable surface. A durable surface is any place that's already been camped on, or is for instance, a sandy area or a rocky area. Nobody wants to sleep on a bunch of small rocks, I get that, but if it's a flat surface and there's no growth in that area, it's considered a durable surface. So pick that area as far as your area to camp. That way you're not gonna be damaging the surrounding forest or the surrounding meadows that everyone likes to look at. Now, while you're in camp, number 3 comes up. Don't feed the animals. Here's the reasons why. The main reason that you don't want to feed the animals is they can be a nuisance because they're going to hang around. We've had many times where we've been in camp and they can become very aggressive and they can steal your food, and that's not good. For 2 reasons. A, it's your food. You don't want people stealing your food. You don't want animals stealing your food. Now, the other issue is when you're not there and these animals have become accustomed to people and to eating food, what happens when you're not there? Okay, there's a good chance that the animals may die. And then also when you're feeding the animals, when you're feeding the animals, you're generally putting them on a diet that's not their diet. Those kind of things can be really harmful to their digestive system, and in some cases can actually kill the animal. So please don't feed the animals. Number 4, once you're ready to hit the trail again, you packed up your gear and you're ready to either go home or move on to the next stop, please pack out your trash. My goodness, even just the little teeny ends of the little wrappers that you tore off for your candy bar or whatever it happened to be, take those too. Put everything in a Ziploc bag, put that in your pack and take it with you. The whole premise of what you want to try and do is have no trace left behind. In other words, nobody knows you were there, except maybe your footprints are there. That's it. So keep that in mind. Pack out all your trash. And finally, this is one thing that we've been trying to implement in our travels too. Whenever you're going to the national parks, a lot of the national parks are very, very popular. Places like Yosemite or Yellowstone or Zion, lovely parks, and absolutely you need to see them. They're beautiful. And it's an amazing part of American history. Even internationally, the national parks are set aside for a very specific reason, to take care of those environments, to celebrate the uniqueness of their environments. Oh, and to take care of the animals that are there too. So what we've been trying to do is tip number 5 is to go in the off season. Most of the time people are using their summer vacations, for instance, to go to a lot of these parks. And the parks are just absolutely inundated and it's very difficult to take care of. A lot of accidents happen too because people are getting too close to the animals and that kind of thing. So it's hard for the rangers to keep up with all the people that are there. So consider going in the off season. Maybe go to a place that's in colder weather, maybe go in the fall or the spring when there's not a lot of people there. So that's something to consider. Again, consider an off-season trip to one of these areas. That way you're gonna really help lessen your impact on these areas too. So my question today is, what's the best way you found to take care of the outdoors, or what's the worst thing you've seen somebody do that you thought, what the heck? Go ahead and put it in the comments below, and we'll try and respond to you if we can. So if you haven't already done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, we post every week. We're gonna be showing you how-tos and reviews of the gear that we love. And we're also gonna be showing you some of the adventures we go on to see if maybe it's a good fit for you. And as always, we'll see you outside.